fine. I was only in the bushes like 5 or 6 feet, and luckily a tree stopped me. So I probably would have been further in the bushes, but this nice tree got in my way.
You ran into the tree?
Ran right into the tree.
What? Wait a minute. You saw him go to the tree?
Let me ask a question. This guy, we get to the last jump. I'm like, oh, I'm letting off a little bit to give him room to go over the hump. He holds it fucking and went right off the top of like Super Dave.
Except
it's like 3 feet air crooked. It goes flying off the jump sideways. So when I landed, I was in the grass already. I mean, there was I couldn't come back off of it.
Oh my god.
I just had to put her in the tree.
I'm like, what's this guy doing?
Full blast. Fucking it. Send it.
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. Wherever I go, he goes. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. I'll teach him everything that I know. My buddy and me, like the climb up a tree. My buddy and me, where the best friends could be. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me.
His name's Mike. Welcome to the Sunday Night Shit Show.
I'm sorry. It's been a long day. I'm sorry.
As you can tell, I came to visit Mike in the motherland. And again, I didn't get to go through what he uploaded for tonight's show.
Oh my god.
That's what we get.
What's up, everybody? I'm sorry. It's been a long day. We've been out all day today, fucking around here. I gotta welcome Terry. This guy right here is live in Canada, in person. We are in the shop tonight. Sorry we were late. We were trying to actually figure out how to work these cameras to get it so we could both have our own camera here. Oh my god. Sorry, that's
horrible.
That was amazing. What's up, everyone? First of all, Terry, what are we drinking? Terry's drinking something new today. He's indulged in the Canadian. What do we got?
I got some kind of a 100% Canadian apple ale of some sort.
Terry's drinking Summersby apple crisp cider. And
what are you drinking?
And I made something special for tonight for Terry, but he refuses to drink it.
Because it tastes like pond water.
This is what is this? This is a mixture of vodka, Crown Royal apple. What else are we putting here? Apple juice, allspice,
cinnamon sticks,
and what else? It's a mixture. It's a mixture of some caliber, but I'll tell you, it hits you pretty hard. It's pretty good.
It's ramping in.
It's ramping in like this show. So, oh my god, I don't know. It's been a lot of fun since Terry's been here.
Bear with us because Mike's got to do comments and everything tonight. So,
oh yeah, today's gonna be the rookie hour.
It's gonna be like our first time.
Let's go through here. What's up, Pro Trees? Dalton, always good to see you guys. Edward, good seeing you. James Glenn, Tommy Cook. What's happening? We were laughing at some of the comments before we got on here. Yes, we were doing each other's makeup. Mine looks a little better than Terry's, though. Terry's looking very red over there.
Mike needs more makeup. So.
I do need more makeup. Yes, Terry saw as soon as he got off the plane, Canada is very diverse as opposed to Florida. We'll put it that way.
Probably nice.
Very nice. What else we got here? Yes, when Terry's in Florida, the show starts on time. It's my fault.
I said the same thing as he was standing up here trying to mount my camera, and all you could see was his kneecaps. We should have just been live for that.
We should have. Again, I apologize. We're starting late today. We were, well, we'll show you what we were doing all day today.
Working.
Working. We've been cut loose today. What's up, David? Always good seeing you. David's always on here. Gator's watching you, so you better behave.
I told her she's got to tune in to make sure our volume works. And
what else? What's up, Scotty? Good seeing you.
I'm not doing this with you.
That's a question for you.
No, I'm not listening.
That's a question for
You
you.
created a monster there. I'm gonna have a restraining order when I get to KD.
You probably will.
I agree.
How's the audio, guys? It's hard to say. We're not using a headset tonight because we're sharing the same mic, so hopefully you guys can hear us okay. What's up, B's and B's?
Hell yeah.
What's up, Dustin? See, they want to see the video again. It's that good.
It was good until you derailed it there at the end. I was so mad about that.
Dalton, you got to send me them again. I'll try to upload them. I got so many things on here.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing.
You got a team of people working against me?
Yes, I noticed Anthony needs some. This is Trackhawk, guys. You know,
World's fastest.
world's fastest.
There's a bunch here. It's sweet. It's my dream car, so
Yes, that is true.
I dig them.
What's up, Timmy? Good seeing you. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Wheelie King.
Sorry, guys. Terry normally runs the comments. I can here.
We're gonna be slow. I saw backyard shenanigans in there.
I saw this as well. You know what I do like seeing? The streets are coming back alive.
Yes,
A lot.
I've seen
A lot more. I think people are getting over the.
The invites are coming. Yeah.
Yeah. I think people are doing a lot more street stuff now, which is cool to see that it's coming back to life. This apple juice is fantastic. I'm not trying to get fucked up, but Terry, on the other hand, has been drinking all day. I don't know what's wrong with this guy.
Straight as
He's got a drinking problem. Don't look at me. See, Terry's face is almost as red as Billy's. It's just the lighting we got in here.
Mike's got these professional ring lights, and he's got.
Trevor says you're a rookie.
Trevor says I'm at what, drinking or
Drinking and
Maybe
riding
moto.
50s. Is this true?
I'm not doing this with you.
What's up, Jason?
Oh,
Haven't
fuck.
seen Jason in a while. That's your best buddy.
12-time Run With Your Brung champion. You guys got a world famous guy in there.
So it looks like Billy may have a restraining order for you
Yeah.
for KD.
I'm gonna have to stay. We're gonna have to pit far, far away.
Terry will be at KD for anyone who wants anything signed or, taking
Just-
pictures with babies.
Just come say hi. Nothing signed.
Welcome to Mexico North, Terry. Oh yeah, we haven't gone to the Italian bakery yet. I'll take them there for veal sandwiches. Sorry, Timmy. I'll get to your. Your car could be fast. It's just the operator.
Wow.
Need a new operator in that thing.
Shots fired.
Mike's already fucked up. That's true. That's true. We're definitely staying hydrated tonight. So, what do we got on board tonight? We got a lot of different things. We were planning to go, we went Friday to test at St. Thomas, ended up getting rained out, did 2 horrible passes, which I don't even think we need to talk about. They were pretty bad.
They weren't that bad. It was a new set of tires you've never tried. You did 2 passes, and you got mad and said they were shit.
Yeah, I don't like the new tires we got for.
They could be fine. We don't know.
Looks like Corey's talking about you. Yeah, we tried some new tires at the track for the radial now that we're in True Street or whatever, and we were trying to get ready for KD in a couple of weeks. So we were trying a few different kinds of radials. Oh, it's Emmett. Brad's son. What's up, Emmett? So we tried the Mickey Thompson. What were they? The ET Streets?
Ours, yeah.
Yeah, we tried the ET Street R's. Not a fan. I think we're going to go back to QTPs. They seem to be better. Trevor's selling his race program. If anyone wants to buy a turnkey operation next
Truck.
week, it could be different, but this week he's selling. Next
Truck,
week
trailer, car.
it may not be for sale. But if anyone wants a turnkey badass 240 with all his tuning expertise, I think we saw it on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's on Facebook. Shout out to Trevor if you want to talk to him about his operations. Radials at KD. No, Maxwell.
They'll be in the trailer.
Oh,
We're running
multiple classes at KD. We already have Jimmy Dale on notice. Really happy. We'll talk about Jimmy Dale too in a bit. Really happy for Jimmy Dale. He's been on the tear.
Yep.
Happy to see that. Yes, we're gonna bring. We actually, speaking of shirts, we just filled a whole bin of all kind. No, we filled a whole bin of T-shirts and stuff that we will be bringing with us to KD. Radio Pro. I don't know if a Radio Pro is DOT. For True Street, you need DOT tire. Trevor says for sure he's selling everything. So Terry might be interested. He'll definitely reach out to you. Trevor needs grilled cheese to calm his ass on that. He's building a second car, so he's selling the first one to build the second one. And I guess they are DOT approved.
check them out.
So I got to stop answering all these comments, or we're going to be going back and forth all night.
Talking to chat.
See, this Terry's more interactive because this Terry's been drinking today with me,
I've had one drink.
or 5. We will do our best. We have lots of XL and 2XL shirts. So, what the fuck happened now?
It's left click, not right click.
Oh my god, now we put stars. I fucked this right up. Okay, here. Oh no, you can't even reach that, can you? All right. So last weekend we went to TMP, Toronto Motorsports Park. We posted a YouTube video about it with some draggy times and stuff like that. Some people gave me shit for posting draggy times. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. We're not fast. If you want to check out the full video, this is still up. How did I fuck that up? You can find it on YouTube. We ended up going to the finals in 2 classes.
Just leave it up, the whole thing.
I know, sorry. We ended up going to the finals in 2 classes, tailgate and small tire, and got the shitty lane. Over at TMP, it seems that the lanes have gotten a little bit, one is more favorable than the other by about 4/10, which kind of sucks. But hopefully they'll be doing, I know they do some testing there. You can rent the back of the track. So hopefully whoever's testing there will start testing in the right lane so we can kind of get those even, because it's a shitty situation when you go somewhere and the lanes are that off. So what's Trevor saying? It's got that Canadian glow. Oh, it's you. Now you're more white.
Well, that's the color I am.
So that was our TMP experience. Like I said, anyone who wants to, I'm not really going to go back into it. All the information is on YouTube if you'd like to check it out and see how we did. We posted that video a couple weeks ago. So Terry came here to Canada. He's visiting with his family for the next week. He's my guest here. So like a good guest or like a good host, I got him quickly outside working. First, he had to detail my S10. That was his first job when he landed. Then I got him out in the shop here, started pressure washing all the cars, getting everything washed for all my customers, because we like to wash all the customers' cars. So we got Terry working on that. The wheels on the S10 were looking shitty, so we got him out there polishing wheels.
They were gross.
What else did we make you do since you've landed? Oh, tonight he made dinner. We got some steaks. I got Terry out there chefing the steaks. So yeah, I love when Terry comes to visit. It's like
Get a bunch of stuff.
I get all
We fixed
the
the
work.
stink.
Oh yeah, we fixed the kitchen or bathroom sink today.
Yeah. Worked on a track hawker too.
Terry's very, very helpful dude. So he's more than welcome to come here whenever he's available. And then back here, I live out in farm country. So
Oh, we're gonna go right into that.
are we going right into that?
Let's go. I need a drink.
You better get a drink. What? It's behind me. So I live out in farm country. So Terry was looking at my little dirt bikes I have here that are normally for children, but
See how that went.
his education level is like a small child. So back in the day, we used to do a lot of field parties here, and we used to do a lot of 50 racing with the little dirt bikes with side-by-side stuff like that. So I've had this little motocross track on the outside of our property here for a while, but no one really used it. So Terry said he wanted to ride 50s. Yes, I live in the GTA, but I live up north. I definitely don't live in a subdivision. So we have a farm out here, and I thought as a nice treat for Terry, he's never been able to race dirt bikes in the country. So you let I see I can't do comments because I get sidetracked.
Those are all horrible.
So I got the Bobcat out, and we actually removed all the foliage from the old dirt bike track and brought her back to life this weekend. So with a little help of some of this apple concoction and Terry's need for speed,
It was painful.
we were able to get a little mini moto action going. So this was our first round of the mini moto.
You're gonna show like the laps.
I'm gonna show the first round of your skill level.
It's pretty.
Here we
low.
go.
Oh. You dumbass! What are you doing in the bushes? Ah. I knew it. What happened? You got in the shit.
I got in the shit and it went right sideways.
Sugar.
See, if I would have been in front of you, I would have never seen that.
Oh.
That was the best thing ever.
That was actually our second race, because our first race we hadn't busted the GoPro out yet. And Terry went around the track. Oh, I didn't even upload the video from.
That was basically the intro.
Yeah, that was basically our intro. So first round, Terry decided that he's now a Supercross specialist.
Yeah, Excite Bike, like from back in the day.
And yeah, this was his recap of his first pass that he had. We missed the footage because I didn't have the GoPro out yet.
You were behind me.
But let's hear the story. What exactly happened?
Mike set up a jump improperly is what happened. Told me just to keep it floored, so I did. Downshifted even, second gear. Hit it, didn't stick the tabletop, came down in the mud, in the bushes. No chance of saving the bike, and I hit a tree full speed.
It looked more like you made love to the tree in fast motion.
I mean, as I turned to see if you were going to help me out of the woods, I did have it hugged, you know,
I would have liked to help you, but I was laughing too hard.
horseshoe style. Yeah, it definitely, I wrapped around the tree.
I witnessed it. It was good.
That's all pretty accurate.
I would have paid money to have a GoPro to watch this guy. So I don't know if Terry has a lot of experience on dirt bikes. Probably none. Basically, we have a couple tabletops here that we built for real dirt bikes, not these small dirt bikes that we were playing with. But Terry has decided that he's going to preload the bike on the last tabletop and go for gold.
What else do you do? What else do you? I mean, if you're not going to do it all the way,
You got pretty good air.
I
He
mean,
got about 3 feet air, but as he got air, he went off the side of the table into this giant tree that was beside the jump and basically caught it in midair, hugging it with his nuts.
the idea is, bring the bike to its limit and then back it down a notch, and that's
He
basically
brought it to the limit. That's
basically
for
what
sure.
I did.
So we've had these little motos going on. We had another one today, and this was our last. We only have one more video. We actually had quite a few rounds. I've
Hours.
given a couple hours. I've given Terry a good, how many feet head start?
It was 100 feet head start.
Had 100-foot head start, 2 laps, winner take all.
Horrible.
And Terry lost every time.
I almost crashed every time.
So this was our last race of the day.
What happened? The last corner is my last shot, I figured maybe you would wipe out and I could run you over. But instead,
You wiped off?
I wiped out. I wiped out.
Oh. So yeah, we're like big babies.
It's pretty typical. Every
We're like 4-year-old kids trapped in 40-year-old bodies.
I'm so sore.
Oh, so that's been our week so far since Terry's gotten back to Canada. That's I wanted to indulge in some Canadian traditions. So, how was the 50s? Your back
50s were
hurts?
Oh, I'm sore. Yeah, definitely hurts.
Yeah, they're both one's a Z50, the old school, and one's just a CRF 50. They're both stock 50s. But they are, I mean, if you're gonna race bikes, 50s are the most fun to race because you always wipe out, but you don't really get hurt. Well, I can't speak for
Fuck,
Terry
it hurt.
when he hit
My
that
leg
tree,
is
but
black and blue.
yeah, they're just 3-speed, no clutch. You shift gears just with the lever. They're basically for 4-year-old kids to learn how to ride dirt bikes.
I'm still learning.
Terry's still learning,
Yeah.
so
Perfect for me.
we had a lot of fun this week on the bikes. We just thought we'd share that because it was kind of funny. So yeah, we were planning to go to New York this weekend. BJ was coming to flag an event again at Lancaster, and it got canceled for rain. But really, it didn't rain yesterday much.
You didn't check.
I didn't check.
You just
him.
got mad, and we couch raced, and we got mad. It got canceled because we wanted to race.
That's true.
100%.
Most people haven't been on 50 since they were 5, but
I started at 41, so
Terry's still learning on his 50. So yeah, Lancaster ended up getting canceled. They canceled BJ's race, so we had no racing going on this weekend. I would have liked to go racing, obviously. Gangsters Paradise was a little far for us. Terry's visiting with his whole family too, So I don't think the kids would have been down for an 8 or 9 hour drive each way, plus all that stuff. They came to visit Canada, so we're doing Canadian things. I don't know what those are, but
Making it up.
we're making it up as we go. So, yeah, so we did watch Gangsters Paradise this weekend. It was a lot of good racing. I don't even know how many cars they had in small tire the first night. Maybe one of you guys can fill us in how many cars. We were kind of catching it on the way home in the truck, and it was cutting in and out on the way from testing from St. Thomas. But
Allegedly, because that's illegal.
yes, Terry was watching it on his phone. I was driving and not watching it.
Yeah, telling people what happened.
Am I scared? Are we scared of Jimmy Dale?
We're not scared. We want the biggest, baddest guys.
I don't think we're scared of Jimmy Dale.
Yeah, he's on a roll. That's who we want.
Yeah, Jimmy Dale seems to be the guy to beat, so we called him out first pair for KD.
Yeah.
I mean, got to race the best to be the best, I guess, within reason.
I mean, I don't want anything to do with Casey Max. Or
I don't really want anything to do with Casey Max or Frankenstein either. Those call-outs would be, and Charlie Brown's fast too now. And yet they all have one thing in common.
Don't start with
They all seem to have one thing in common. Weird. So, I live 2 hours east of the track in New York, and it rained all day. All right, so now I feel better, Patrick.
He guessed anyway.
Because here it was sunny. We were kind of sad. I was like, oh, that really sucks that the rain got, or that.
Yeah, it rained early morning, and then it was great.
Yeah, and it was nice here. So, so Gangsters Paradise.
Yeah, we watched some on the way home.
Looked like
Friday.
a good track. Looked like the 60-foot was really good. What else did we see there? Did Frankenstein win the first night?
The first night he did.
Yeah. So Frankenstein won the first night. Jimmy Dale won in True Street.
Yep.
True Street didn't have that many cars though this time, did it? 6?
Yeah, I mean,
We saw 3 pairs.
yeah.
3 pairs?
Yeah.
Which is actually really surprising. I'm surprised True Street doesn't have more cars coming out. I thought that would be the thing where people would puppy kick or whatever they want to call it. All the small tire guys were going to go down to True Street, but True Street's kind of, that's dwindling too. I don't know if this weekend was a busy weekend or maybe, oh,
Go back and replay. I have to go back and replay that one.
where was that?
Oh,
We
we
missed
were
that.
watching. We were watching No Prep Felons. They've got a pretty good setup, finish line cam, and they got 2 or 3 cameras.
Yeah, No Prep Felons was very,
Yeah.
I like the way he does his feed because he does the replays after.
Yeah. So in the downtime in between rounds, he'll go back and play another, set of races that some people might have missed. Or yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it is nice to have the instant replay. There's plenty of, oh yeah, there is, but there also isn't because, I mean, we're not that fast. Jimmy Dale's fast, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't look that fast compared to other people. I don't know what he runs, but I mean, I think we're all competitive. Even that blue truck, Kyle's truck.
Yep.
Kyle's truck did really well. He was right there with Jimmy Dale within a fender. I saw some pictures of that. That blue S10 is flying. Good for him. What are we drinking on? We showed it a little earlier. I got a jug of moonshine mix that I made, and Terry's on his second Summersby thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
some kind of cider. I don't know what
He
it is.
crossed the border and went full.
I can't read any of this French shit anyway.
He went full game. Okay,
Once I got to Canada.
that's it. What else happened in Gangsters Paradise? We got a couple of clips from Saturday stuff for anyone who missed it. Was there anything
Cool.
really cool that we liked? Other than Saturday, it was really cool to see Charlie Brown pull it off.
I mean, everything was cool. I mean, Jeff Thomas's giant wheelie, Wajdi's win and second chance. He had a rough weekend.
Yeah, Wajdi got some.
Wajdi
He
had a
got
rough
Frankenstein first, no,
Both days.
second pair or
The first-
second round,
Friday.
first day, and then first pair Saturday.
He had
That's
a
a
rough pick.
Tough pick. But our boy Wajdi from Canada, representing Canada well, still ended up pulling off
Second
the
chance.
second chance win. Oh my God, I just deleted it. No, I didn't. Fuck, half blind.
First day.
So congratulations to him, the Grinch, pulling off the win in second chance race.
Yeah.
Sucks. You got some really shitty draws
We got his video done.
for both races. I think we got a video of Wajdi as well.
Yep.
So first, oh yeah, how about Jeff Thomas's wheelie?
2 wheelies in a row.
Who called it?
You did. You said he's going to wheel.
I said, watch this.
He
This
came
guy's
out
about
wheeling.
to put it to the moon.
He laid it down and he wheeled again.
So yeah, we got that clip.
The Z28 in the right lane. The Chevy Vega in the left.
That was a very close call to that wall.
Yeah, the second time you put it down, he was in the marbles.
Definitely. I told you Jeff would send it though, right on the bumper.
What did he text you ahead of time or something?
Yeah, he texted me and said I'll put it on the bumper.
No problem. Wheelie contest winner.
That was a hell of a wheelie though. And bounced it back into a second wheelie. That car's just too light, nose light,
So-
I think.
It's all about that shock setup.
Yeah, he's got that super long travel.
Yeah.
The 8-footers.
He's got the secret stuff. He doesn't sell to anybody.
And then we got Jimmy Dale. Is this Jimmy Dale's win? You downloaded here?
That is Jimmy Dale.
Which one? Saturday?
Saturday.
We got the finals of True Street.
Can he take home the paycheck? Back-to-back nights. Jimmy Dale.
Thank you.
Can he take home the
Stand back and son of a bitch.
You hear him lift at the end?
Oh, I've been saying it all weekend.
What does
He's
that
smart.
mean?
He's smart. I mean, it means he's smart. If he's significantly faster, why show it until he sees you in KD?
It's going to have to show it because I got all the scrambles already duct taped.
2 or 3
As
buttons.
soon as
work.
we let go of that trans brake, we got all the buttons duct taped.
Like a piano, you got to play there with all the all the.
It's just
scrambles.
one button.
Ugh.
We've wired it all now to one giant button. So nitrous, boost. What else can we throw in there? I don't know. But yeah, congratulations to Jimmy Dale. Back-to-back wins again this weekend. Somebody's got to take him. Oh my God, what did I just do? Somebody's got to take him off of the.
The blue truck was moving. He's putting in work too. He's everywhere.
Yeah, I follow that blue truck. I've been following him on YouTube. I watched him kind of build that truck. He's going places with that truck too. He's figuring it out. That little S10 is fast.
Yeah.
It's impressive. I was impressed with him. I was messaging him a little bit over the race there. But that back bumper was screaming. Yeah, those Vegas though. Those Vegas are hard to, because they're very short wheelbase. They love to wheelie. Every Vega I see is like that. It's like a little sketchy little rocket. But I'm sure Jeff will figure it out. He's a smart dude. But yeah, that was one hell of a wheelie. And then I guess the biggest upset of the weekend, maybe not upset, I find it awesome,
Yeah, we talked about him all night.
was the race between Charlie Brown and Frankenstein. Semifinals. This was a badass race.
And this is going to be a battle right here. So go to the finals.
Winner goes to the finals.
Frankenstein, Charlie Brown. Here we go. It's Gangsters Paradise.
Now that was a race.
That was awesome.
It was nice to see that Frankenstein can actually be beat.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anyone lose, but it's nice to see somebody else win, I guess I'd put it. I mean, a lot of people say that car can't be beat. Well, they proved this weekend it can be beat. So that was pretty cool to watch. That was a hell of a race by both cars.
Yep.
I mean, they're both badass units for sure. What's up, John? Have you checked the leaf springs lately? My leaf springs?
Probably yours.
I don't know what that means, but We got all kinds of leaf springs over here.
Ignore Buis. Oh,
That's your boy,
he called me.
Mike.
He called me dumb. He called you dumber.
We miss you up here, Mikey. They got to come visit Canada with us. So yeah, that was a badass race. What else? There were a few good races in Gangsters Paradise. Like I said, I was surprised there weren't more cars for that because I feel like there were a bunch of cars that weren't there that we normally see. I'm not sure, maybe because it's mid-season now. Some people are fixing stuff. SRC wasn't there with, well, I guess your boy probably isn't racing right now.
Yeah, he didn't let me know where he was at.
I've asked Mike to bring the Ugly Duck to KD, but from Florida, it's quite a trek. It's probably a 20-hour trip or 18, at least 18. But Mike does have a new truck now to tow the Ugly Duck around with. So, I mean,
Rich.
he's rich. Oh, yeah. Casey Max broke Friday. That was a disappointment. I
Yeah,
remember
he
we
wasn't
were
in it also.
disappointed about that because that would have been cool to see, too. He's definitely a contender with that car. Those guys go back and forth. Wajdi did really well against Frankenstein as well. That race we saw, the first one.
Yeah, when he lost the first day, it was a good race. He definitely turned it up.
There's a question for you.
Do you rate? It is.
Dwindling.
It's dwindling. However, there was some shit there that was pretty old too.
Oh, the gun.
The gun was rancid. I'm glad you took a drink of it first. How do I rate it? It's a 10 out of 10. It's got everything you want. Every flavor you could want from every level of heat intensity that you would like. I have avoided it this year.
He always avoids it.
I ended up in a fucking bear hug, and I'm trying to stay away from that. I don't know if you guys know, but he's 6'6", 750, and I'm 5'5",
750.
120, and it's just not fair.
This
That went
little
far.
crispy.
Yeah, it's crispy. It's gross.
Yeah, poor Billy. That sucks. Getting your fucking face burnt is fucking shit.
That sucks.
So we got another clip from where is it?
Final.
Wajdi, second chance race.
Yep.
This was the final.
That was the final. Yeah.
Ford, sponsored by Bullseye Turbo and Speed Wire. Oh, you gotta love those. Happens a lot here. Sometimes it's Ford and Chevys and Fords and Fords and Chevys. And you never know what you're gonna see out here. And we are ready to go green. OJ in the left.
That was a good pass for Wajdi.
He was angry.
Yeah.
He needed that.
That was very good. So now that we have this online show, we've been looking for ways of generating income. So we've reached out and we now have commercial sponsors. So we're going to take this moment to acknowledge one of our sponsors.
There's an epidemic affecting thousands of young Canadians, a condition scientists are calling the munchies. I'm World Wrestling Federation superstar Chris Jericho, and I've joined forces with Taco Bell to fight this hunger. You can join our tag team. By making a donation of only $3.99, you'll receive 3 Taco Supremes and a drink. Act now, and together we can help young people like Todd pummel the munchies.
It's so nice of them to reach out and sponsor our show.
It's like the intro. It was fine, but then you had to throw me in it.
I'm just saying, we got sponsors now.
That's news.
Once
to
in
me.
a while, we got to throw in the sponsors.
I'll be looking at my pay stub for an increase.
Well,
Yeah.
we got to make money somehow.
Direct deposit.
So on to I can't even take this shit serious. I know, right? $3.99 for tacos. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what year was that?
That's what they got out of that.
That was a
They're
taco.
mad about the pricing. Yeah.
That was a Taco Bell throwback and a half. So we have the finals here.
Sell out.
Small tire finals from Saturday night. Who was the finals, Terry?
Charlie Brown, and I have no idea.
Okay. He doesn't even need headlights with those candles.
No, they were lit all night. Zach Sherman, that's who he was running.
Oh, with Zach Sherman.
Yeah.
That car's fast too. He normally does well. So shout out to Charlie Brown. Congratulations on the win.
Good to see him back. Yeah.
How much did he win? Do you know?
I don't know. I didn't see.
I think it was like $8,000. 7,500. That's good for a weekend worth of racing. That's fantastic. We do need a chocolate milk sponsor for Maxwell. So if anyone owns a chocolate milk company, Maxwell loves the little chocolate milk jugs. That's for sure.
Ape shit.
Have y'all? We haven't seen any of Nitrous. Oh, maybe Terry
I
has.
saw when we were watching the No Prep Felons guy, he had a full like a video rap song.
Oh yes, he did of
It was
Nitrous
great.
Nicky.
Yeah,
that
it
was
a full
good.
thing.
Yeah, it was nice to see.
They did well this weekend, all of them.
Yeah, it was nice. It was all nitrous cars, which is very rare normally. Everyone's been on the Pro Charger bandwagon, and I mean, there's always the turbo guys, but it's rare you see that many nitrous cars win in a weekend. So that was pretty impressive. As for shirts, sorry, it's been Canada Day this weekend. All the stuff has been shipped. We packaged it all. We were a little delayed just by packaging. I was waiting on some packaging stuff. So all shirts that have been ordered have been shipped out. So you should be getting them within 3 to 4 days, I think is what the shipping said. Something like that. Yeah, they said No Prep Felons had a few commercials, I guess.
They have commercials. That's how he pays the bills. He doesn't worry about a lot of live stream guys will cut the sound when they play the national anthem because they don't want to get demonetized because they get paid via YouTube, but he doesn't. He just plays right through. So he actually has sponsors that he just plays, in the downtime and gets paid. And that way we can listen to everything in real time. So,
which I think is a great idea. I mean, for YouTube guys, if you can get people to actually sponsor your page or your show or your whatever's live streams like that, I think it's a lot better because then at least you can continue. It does suck when guys are doing live streams and they can't live stream because there's music, because they're relying on YouTube money. It is a lot better when you got sponsors because, I mean, at least sponsors help pay the bills. And speaking of sponsors, we have another sponsor commercial. I was really hustling this week.
What is this place?
Welcome to Irish Spring, friend.
Where stinkiness is unwelcome.
Bad smells must receive their correction.
Cast thy smell away!
Cast thy smell away!
Irish Spring, smelled from a nice smelling place.
Gator's going to beat your ass. I seen her in there.
It's so nice. It's so nice to have sponsors this year.
No, it is nice. I love my pockets being full of cash.
Yeah.
When I leave Canada.
Thank you. What was that one?
Irish Spring.
Oh, Irish Springs.
Ding.
Thank you, Irish Springs, for keeping Terry clean because he does stink. Oh, we're in trouble now. Look.
Oh, yeah. That's your ass right there. See? You're in trouble. I thought you'd gone to bed by now.
I was hoping. The entire no prepper community is against her. I still see people come forward about her. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Nitrous Nikki, that stuff. I mean, we've never dealt with her. She's messaged us a couple of times for Jeff stuff. I always just sent Jeff the money for War in the Woods sponsorships and stuff like that. I don't really know anything she's done. We're kind of, I don't know. I don't really get involved or try not to get involved in that kind of shit because it really has nothing to do with me. I mean, we were laughing a little bit about how Facebook, everybody's kind of jumps on one wagon, then jumps on the other wagon, then jumps back to the first wagon. it's kind of shitty the way like you can really get torched pretty quickly on Facebook before anything really comes up.
Well,
But
that one in particular, because when we talked that morning after it came out, I had a couple questions because it was pretty generic. It was pretty pointed at something, but then it was all blank. There was no people, there was no real specific things to it. And everybody was jumping on, hey, this is great, this is great. Yeah. And then come to find out she was completely in the wrong. So that's social media.
I know, but it's really shitty. Like even with dudes, you'll see stuff in the nudes. You'll see stuff in the news.
You said nudes.
You'll see stuff in the news where someone gets, accused of doing something, and then instantly everybody's on them and like deletes them out of the world. And then you find out after that maybe they didn't do anything wrong. You know what I mean?
Nudes.
Yes, you did text me and let me know that, and I appreciate that. I mean, it was hard at first. Nitrous Nikki was with Jeff. Like that's even I was told by Jeff and them at the time that she was helping promote. So, I mean, I trust Jeff. So why wouldn't I trust? It's like you sending money to Terry. Terry's with me, so why would it be a problem? But the other thing, everyone does like kung fu fighting. I like a little kung fu.
Get off me.
Yeah, it was nice to see the thing Poland wrote on Facebook today. A little positivity in this sport. I feel like lately in the last, really, it's just been this year. This year has been kind of, a lot of people have been down on no prep racing. A lot of people are complaining about, including myself, I wouldn't call myself complaining. I'd call looking for solutions. I know there are some problems in small tire racing and such, but there's been little events that have blown up into huge events that I don't think are like necessary, I'd put it. I mean, there was the stuff with Happy at US 60 with those guys testing on the backside, and he told all of them they can't race at the race. So good enough. Like, there's always going to be, we have stuff like that here. There's always people who are going to, try to do things, try to work the system, try to, do stuff. And it is what it is, but we still have to look at things in somewhat of a positive. I mean, if we all cancel this racing stuff now, then there's going to be nothing for us to do. I mean, if everyone drops out and doesn't want to race no prep racing, then it kind of sucks because we're seeing it more and more. I mean, I've noticed car counts everywhere, not just locally. Like locally has been really bad, but all these events have gotten much smaller than they used to be, which is a combination of multiple things. But I think it'll eventually clear itself up. I think there's way too many events now, which is fine. People are trying to make money. They're trying to ride the no prep bubble. I just think that that's part of the problem. I think another part of the problem is people are getting tired of donating, as they say, or maybe the buy-ins. But I don't even think it's the buy-ins are too much. I feel like they think if they go somewhere where the big names are, there's no point. And I understand that. I would feel somewhat of the same. I mean, if we're going to race small tire and I see Casey Max, Frankenstein, all cars that are way out of our league. Like, for me, how I've always looked at it is racing, you need to have some kind of hope. You need to have like a feeling of opportunity, I guess, or a feeling of chance where, like I've said before, I'm not going to buy into a lottery where, I don't even know, girls win 99.5% of the time. Then why are you going to buy a ticket into that lottery? And racing is very similar in that aspect. If you don't feel like you have an opportunity or you don't feel like you actually have a chance, then why would you want to sign up for a race? But then, people say, well, we don't want too many rules. We don't want class rules. We want that gangster shit. It's not gangster when there's 4 cars in the class. There's nothing gangster about that at that point. So I think we all need to stay more positive with this stuff and just try to find solutions. There's no point bashing people and putting down people's events. Do promoters make a lot of money at these events? Some of them do, yeah, but they work for it. I mean, it's a job like anything else. It's like complaining to Steve Bezos. You know how much fucking money he spends? And I guarantee you every last person on here buys shit from Amazon. What's the difference? It's the same. Somebody's trying to, you know, run a business. Running an event is like running a business, and same for these tracks. These promoters are bringing business to these tracks, and they have a contract or agreement with the tracks, and they go out and they promote, and the track supplies the venue. It's business. Promoting is a business. So I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. I think a lot of stuff I don't like, that people might be a little bit jealous of certain people who've made it in certain respects with promoting. There's a lot of egos in promoting that I found, where people need to maybe look back a little bit and see, like, it's a business, like I said. So your business, not Steve Bezos. I'm a little fucked up. So,
Well,
I mean, give or take. But this is a cool sport. This sport started from street racing, and I'd like to see it carry on. I don't want to see social media bury this sport, and I feel like all this negativity has turned a lot of people away from racing now, which sucks, because at the end of the day, racing's a lot of fun. If you have a set of rules that are somewhat make the playing field level, I think everybody's willing to race. I mean, I've never seen, as long as, I don't know, what am I saying here?
I don't fucking know.
I feel like if the rules are set and we can get a fair set of rules for everyone, that everyone feels like they have a chance, I think a lot more people would come out. I don't think the buy-ins are really that big of a problem. Some people say the buy-ins are too much money. Yeah. When you have buy-ins that are $500 for buy-ins, yeah, that's a little expensive for the average person. And I've talked to people like that. They've asked me, they've come out and they said, hey, would you come to a race if it's $1,000 buy-in? I'm like, probably not. Because that's a lot. You're already spending $2,000 to get there, and then another $1,000 in buy-ins. It's a lot. I mean, if you have a car like Frankenstein's, maybe I would, because then at that point, you know, it's like anything else. They know they have a chance of winning that money. Am I going to go to a race and spend $1,000 when I see those people at that race? No, probably not, because that chance is not there. Those guys can literally probably pedal the car 3 times and still blow right by me. And it's just like one of those things. You just can't do it. So I bet you I don't buy from Amazon. Really? I don't know.
I do.
Very few people that don't buy shit from Amazon.
Brent Aubrey, guys, he's the guy that crashed into the net, and then everybody tried to get him back in, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was Hate Train. And that was awesome to see. It was nice to see. But you know what? In the actual racing world, like when you go to these events, I've never really met, there's the odd people that are dickheads, but for the most part, when you're at the track, most people are willing to, you know, help you any way they can. They'll give you parts if they have them. Like, I'm the same way. If somebody comes to my trailer and it happens literally everywhere I go, they're like, oh, do you have this? Do you have that? Yeah, no problem. Because I want to help them. I don't want to see anybody, you know, even if we're racing against them, I'd still like to help them. I've never been that person to like try to line up and be like, oh, if we line up quickly, I know he's broken and we can, you know, move to the next round. That's not my way of doing things. I'd rather wait and let you get your shit together and race you and actually win, because that's the whole purpose why we're there. Taking wins over bullshit is nothing really to be proud of. Well, Patrick, you're one of the very few people I know that hasn't. I live on Amazon now just out of convenience. It's more of a convenience thing. And yeah, buy-ins at 150, 250 max is great. I mean, at some point, you also have to build up these pots. If we have races where everyone's buying in for $20, I don't know. It's like the buying stuff is a double-edged sword. What's nice is when promoters put a little money on top. Like even when we went to New York, they put like $700 on top. That's sweet, because then it's not just the buy-in money from the drivers all the time. And I mean, that's really where sponsors and stuff like that, that's what the money's supposed to actually go towards. I mean, there are expenses operating an event. Terry and I operate events. There is money that needs to be spent on certain things. But we try to allocate money so that at least once a year we can put up a fair share of money to give back to everybody, because people want to race for money, and it shouldn't just be the money that they're putting into the pot. It's nice when you can get, you know, these events where these guys put up money. And that's my favorite thing. Like if we're choosing between events and I see a promoter's putting an extra 1,000 on a class or something like that, it doesn't have to be crazy money, but when you're spending $2,000 to go race somewhere and they have $75 buy-ins and you still have a decent car count, but the pot is still $800, it doesn't really financially make sense. You got a piss? Look at you, big baby. No prep is no rules race. No prep is not really no rules racing, because it was based off of street racing. And you know how many steps people put in on street races? I've been to street races where they're like, you can't do this, you can do this, you can run this tire, you can, you know, it's not really no rules racing. I think the rules, you just have to find a set of rules that makes things fair for everybody. Like I've always said, it's very hard to, I have no problem with chassis cars and backside racing, because there the surface definitely is a factor. But on front side, yes, a lighter, faster, more horsepower car is always going to do better. And it's proven time and time again. Every race we go to front side, it's normally those kind of cars that are destroying everybody, and all the power to them. But they should be racing other cars of the same caliber. And the tire is no longer the factor that changes things. Mike, would you hold front half no prep race off the tree up here? I've been really on the fence. We have been asked to do something up here in Canada. I don't know. I'm really on the fence with that. I like what we got going on down south. I don't know if I want to get involved with things up north here. There's already a couple of promoters. I don't know. Feel like, what are you doing with that? You can't drink that. That'll hurt you. Am I stuttering? I don't know if I want to get involved in Canadian no prep, like actually hosting events. We like racing up here in the summer. And honestly, these events are a lot of work. Even the ones we do down south takes a lot of effort, a lot of work, the right people. I'm lucky I have a really good crew, including this
nice ass guy.
This guy right here. You should come to my house. That's Brad's son.
I agree.
We don't.
I mean, he lives in Mexico, so it's fine.
Are you really drinking the juice?
Huh?
Woo! Terry's about to get turned up, as they say. Isn't that what the cool kids say?
Yep, I don't know anybody.
Give
cool.
me that. It's not for you.
Oh, Batista's in here.
Let's get.
We're in trouble.
I gotta tell Batista you've been talking shit about for the past 2 weeks.
I love him because he drove from Canada to Florida for one of our events. So he's got my.
What did you say last week to me? How many times do I got to put him on the trailer before he gets up?
No, I said I like him because.
That's what you said. Those were your exact words.
I said I like the rap, and he's got mad props because he even made the haul down to see us.
And with that, a word from our sponsor.
Tyler, have you tried these Doritos loaded yet?
What? I've never even seen these before. Well,
What do you think?
The nacho cheese snack for the bold. Doritos loaded. Get them at 7-Eleven and only 7-Eleven.
I love our sponsors. They're the best.
So much
We have the
spare
best
time.
sponsors.
Let's get back to racing talk.
Okay, Terry, I said my piece. What is the future of no prep in your eyes?
I don't think it changes. I think there's too much money involved in the big events. I think there's a big split between people that, like you said, don't want any rules and people that want it to be a little more fair. And I think they're going to have to do exactly what we're doing. I don't want to use the term get in where you fit in, but we've decided to kind of slow it down and focus a little more on True Street rather than small tire in these big events. Same with Jimmy Dale. I mean, he's probably got the backing to run small tire, but why? It's more fun for him to go win 5 or 6 or 7 races in a row now, whatever kind of a streak he's on. I don't think it changes yet.
You don't think there should be any changes?
I think there should be changes, but I mean, we've said it a bunch of times. I don't think it'll happen. We like the chassis cars in a run what you brung style thing. I don't think that they can't run in small tire. I just think that you should have another tier of
on a front side.
On a front side. Well, how can you have a different set of rules that you call for no prep between front and rear?
Well, because front side is not truly no prep like a backside is. If you go to a bare no prep, that's no, like nothing.
Sure.
If you go to Bradenton and you go a night that they don't spray glue, you're going to wrap that motherfucker on the roof.
Is the House of Hook, so that's different.
Okay,
but,
Orlando or any of these tracks.
I think that's too much for the regular guy to comprehend. Now you've got 2 different sets of rules for a front side no prep versus a rear side. I don't think the group of us, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it, are smart enough for that.
I don't think smart enough.
I don't think
you're either front side or your backside. That's only 2 things. How smart do you have to be to understand a backside race, front side race?
I don't think as a group we want to do that. Split the racetracks like that and the
but you're not really splitting. It's no different than any other kind of events. That's like I don't know. I don't see a problem with making front side so you get more small tire guys out. You put the chassis cars in front side against chassis cars. You put them in a run what you brung class. That's where they came from originally. Most of those cars, big tire cars, chassis cars. They're full-blown pro mod race cars.
And if they want to go from War in the Woods though to Dig or Die, they get to run with you at Dig or Die.
Yeah, absolutely. At Dig or Die, no problem. Because then you have the surface again is the equalizer. A front side, the surface is no longer the equalizer. Maybe 10 years ago it was the equalizer when people didn't know how to set up suspensions.
So you feel like if Casey Max went to Dig or Die and called you out first round, you've got a shot?
Yes. At Dig or Die? I think at Dig or Die, yes.
Okay.
I think that's me no, but I mean, if I had, okay, let me put it better this way. A car that does really well at Dig or Die, that's an actual car that's not a pro mod chassis car. Yes, I think they have a very good, like all the guys from, even the Mac TV guys do very well there.
Sure.
Team Denver, Corey's best friends there that he loves on.
I think he's sponsored by him or something.
I think so.
Yeah, he got money from
They
him.
do well there. If one of those got called out by Casey Max, I don't think they'd even hesitate to take that call out. Now, on a front side, I think they would because it's completely different. I think the time has come that they have to be 2 different events or 2 different rule sets for front and backside. Because front side is no longer about surfaces. You see how fast these guys are going on the front side. That's no longer a tire issue. These guys are going that fast on 26s.
Every class is flying. Yeah, front side.
So, yes, I do think there's room to do both. What?
Don't click on any of those comments.
I got to click on some of these. We got to share. We don't hold back what the people have to say.
Batista's going to do it again. I hope that means he's coming back down south.
No one think organized drag races are hurting from no prep spectators.
Pretty sure Batista slept on the light when he came and saw us, didn't he? He fell asleep, made a sandwich.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a little too tipsy for this. What does this mean?
I think the organized drag races that are hurting no prep spectators are section. Oh, yeah, you had me at organized.
Now I'm confused with that comment. Maybe it's just me. As Terry says, I'm not smart enough. Keep the races down south. See, down south we have 3 races. That's all we do. We do the fall brawl to get everyone fired up for the winter because Florida's racing season, in fairness, maybe it's all year round, but its best season is in the winter. So November we do the fall brawl.
Air's cooler. I mean, everything's
January, we don't do anything right now in December because, but we have a couple things we're thinking about. But December is normally Dig or Die, so we don't like to walk on there or step on there. And it's Christmas. People are getting set up for Christmas and stuff like that. So I don't really mess with that. January, we do the Redemption, which is normally just local guys. It's guys who may be lost in the fall brawl and want a little redemption, why we called it the Redemption Race. We got a good local following for that. And then, of course, this year, we're going to carry on the tradition now and do the North versus South 2, which is going to be open for everybody with all the paybacks, the same structure, everything exactly how we did it last year. We're trying to get Olympia out there. We'll try to make that's going to be our one big event of the season. And that's what I want to keep focusing on. I think in this sport, there's going to be pinnacle events, as I call them, where it's going to be all the big wigs. So you're going to get like the War in the Woods, Dig or Die, Katie Cash Days. Hopefully North versus South blows up into a yearly thing. And then, like I told the guys on the table, I think all the small promoters in their local towns need to start looking at their local environment and start basing events more on the local turnout as opposed to trying to get the Casey Maxes, the Frankensteins, they need to start focusing back on their hometown heroes, as I call them. I mean, that's what it is. You need to kind of adapt to the environment you have because you're not going to have a War in the Woods turnout. And people are going to get burnt out if you're doing the same event every weekend. Like, it's same here. Like, we have quite a few events over the summer. They're good, but a lot of people are like, why am I going to go to this one when I can just go a week from now to the same one? And that burns out in spectators too. Who wants to go out all the time and just, see the same thing? It's no longer a show. It's like a rock band playing the same songs every weekend. Eventually you're going to be like, yeah, well, we saw this band the first time, it was cool, but that's my outlook on all this stuff. It's a lot of rounds. I think a lot of people have a lot of money, including myself. You got to remember that every pass you make on a motor is one pass,
like a tournament style,
towards rebuild, is the way I look at it. And even the engine builder told me this year, he said, keep track of how many passes you make on the truck.
It's taking time.
Yeah, well, it's not a ticking time bomb, but they only live for so long. It's a race engine. You're asking a lot from a fucking small block. Oh, don't worry about the dingo. The dingo's got things.
We haven't talked about that in a while. Leave that off there.
What's this? The guy that was doing Orlando, no presence, no longer. Would you be interested in running? We've had some discussions about doing something somewhere.
Touchy subject right now.
I feel like I don't want to step on other people's toes, but if they're no longer going to be operating there, then I'd be open to discussion with the track. I'll put it that way. Oh my God, we got all kinds of comments. I've been slacking. Oh, now it's frozen. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up here.
Good teaser like the road course.
Once a year is no fun. Yeah, I agree. For local stuff, more events is fine. I'm talking more about these bigger events. Like, if you want to pull in or draw in the crowd or the cars and this and that, it's got to be something that racers are looking forward to. Like, I'm speaking from my own personal view and how I look at things. We go to local stuff to fill in for the bigger events. But every year I tell Terry, this year we're going to do, like, I already know in January what big events we're going to make for sure. The other ones are optional. Like, I don't really care. For example, New York was just a last minute thing. I said, hey, you want to go race in New York? It wasn't like, oh, we've been waiting all year to go to New York. Yeah, like we pick 6, 7 events for the whole summer that are guaranteed. The other ones are just, if we go, we go. If we don't, we don't. Yeah. Let's went out second round at Dig or Die. There, the surface is an equalizer, but there's a lot of guys who figured that out too. But I don't think a certain kind of chassis is going to help you at a place like that. If you want to shoot me a DM, I'd be happy to talk to you. I'm good with that. What else we got? What's up, Alex? All the way from Germany. Those are Terry's favorite people.
They play soccer today?
Yeah, they played soccer. Won today.
Man.
Germany won.
Congrats.
That will work. Well, yeah, that's sadly 1,200 horsepower now is your daily driver class. That's not even race car shit anymore. That's like, I know a lot of dailies that have 1,200 horsepower. So, and yes, this is what I'm trying to Dalton understands. There is a point where this is going to become stale for everybody. And I think looking at spectator counts at some of these tracks, that's what it's come to. People are just getting tired. Like, it's overdone now. And like I said, it's like having a circus, and the circus is in town every weekend. Eventually, people stop going to the circus because they're over it. Like, there's nothing to look forward to. If you have too much of something, it's nothing. That's like anything in life. If you have, well, maybe not me, but if you had 40 race cars, I'm sure you get tired of race cars. Some people, yes, some people, no. But
sure.
I mean, if you're going to take your family, you have daughters. How many races do you guys go to a year? Yourselves. Don't even mind the family. 3, 4? Outside of Florida.
Outside of Florida? Yeah.
2?
Yeah. 2. We probably plan 2 a year.
That's what I'm saying. You're not going to go to a race. You're not going to go to the racetrack every weekend. So when these places have races every weekend, they can't expect to have spectators there every weekend. Like, people are diehard, but they're not that diehard. Like, they have lives. Maybe they want to do 50 motos this weekend and don't go to the track.
Yeah,
you know,
we're working on sponsorships.
Yeah, or working on sponsors or stuff like that. I mean,
maybe they had to make a few commercials this week.
That's what I'm saying. Speaking of commercials, let's throw out our next sponsor as we carry on here for the night.
You steal the plans. They stole the plans.
Introducing the Knight Rider 2000 pedal car. Your kid can pretend he's Michael Knight, crime fighter.
Let's go, Kit.
Knight Rider. It's got real flashing sensor lights and a real voice for Kit.
I'm programmed to help you on all adventures.
Adventures your kids will have a great time playing.
Activate the turbo boost immediately. Congratulations.
Stop.
Mission is complete.
Knight Rider 2000 pedal car.
Call me Kit if you prefer.
Terry wanted so badly to be like Casey Max, so that was the best we could get for him.
I like Casey Max. I got a couple favorites besides you.
I should be your only favorite.
No.
Hate you. We're not friends.
I got favorites.
This is one of my favorite guys. What's going on, Paulo? This guy right here, deep down racer. That's it. All he wants to do is race.
Multiple days.
Love it. Doesn't matter. He'll grudge race with you. He'll race for free. He'll race backside, front side, sideways. All about the racing. Love Paulo. Good dude.
Big guy there.
Shout out to this guy too. You're a true.
Did work
this weekend. I'll give you the slow clap. Nitrous to the front this weekend. Definitely. Good job. Very impressive. Sucked you had to hit that airplane hanger mesh or whatever the fuck that was.
That safety net?
Yeah, that safety net. Scary.
Yeah.
But very well done.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Good job by you guys and your whole team this
Got
weekend.
the guys fired up for sure.
Absolutely. I definitely wouldn't want to get tangled in that mesh. After I saw that, I was like, holy shit, that's like the shit of the aircraft
It
hanger.
looks soft, but it's not.
I mean, it does its job, but it still fucks your shit up.
It was brutal.
But yeah, a lot of good races. I think we need to get back, like Poland said, I think it's time we get back to the positive. I mean, we have the shit show here on Sundays and we talk a lot of shit. But at the end of the day, I mean, both of us love racing.
Yeah, it's for the best.
I mean, I go out racing almost every weekend at this point. And I really don't want to see us lose that fun part of it, the edge. I mean, it's cool to do street stuff too, but sadly where we live, it's pretty much non-existent. I think there's a place for both, but I think all the takeover people have fucked us on the streets. They've brought a lot of attention, the wrong attention to the streets, which has forced the hand of a lot of different states and provinces for us up here. I think it's absolutely retarded, to be honest.
I mean, even for us down south, I mean, Texas 2K this year, they were out in full force.
Yeah.
I mean, helicopters.
So those guys, if you want to go and slap somebody, those are the people you should be slapping because they're the ones who've now ruined the streets for people and caused all this heat for everybody that's really unnecessary. And I mean, I like watching those videos because I feel like it's what's that term when you're getting rid of humans? Natural evolution? No.
Selection.
Natural selection. I like it. Natural selection. When you see that dude with his pants at his ankle and he just gets fucking smoked. Wow. It's fantastic.
No homo.
No homo. I don't know why his pants were at his ankles.
Yeah,
but
I'm not. Somebody clip that.
You can
Send
fuck
it
off.
right to me.
Natural selection.
Yeah.
That's it. Those takeover things are natural selection in its finest. I love it. I just wish they would do it off the streets, like do it in a parking lot and then run each other over. So I'm good with that. Other big news, if you haven't seen, Leadfoot is in production in North Florida, which is north of Tampa. We've talked to them a little bit about certain things. Hopefully we can get something going up there for our North Florida crew. It would be nice to have an event a little bit further north. We love Immokalee, and we're definitely still staying at Immokalee. That's now our home base for sure. But I know some of the northern guys, it's a little bit far for them. So we're looking into possibly doing something with them. So we've been in talks with them as well. Looks like an awesome, absolutely awesome establishment. They are pouring a brand new concrete 8-mile track. So that'll be definitely interesting. I mean, we can rent the track there if we want to do events, or I'd like to work with the track itself to see what we can work out. So we'll keep you guys definitely in the loop with that as it progresses. Right now, they're just currently under construction. And yes, I wish people would stop calling takeover street racing, but the news likes to just bundle everything all together and say, oh, well, look at these kids out street racing and they're stolen Hellcats and lighting cars on fire and
Honda Civic and V6
beating
Mustangs.
old people up as they're trying to go home from a hard day of work. Very cool.
Roads closed, Pizza Boy.
Yeah, pretty much. And yes, Four Lug Thug was definitely the wheelie king. That's for sure. There were a lot of wheelies at Gangsters Paradise.
It came around.
Definitely came around.
I feel like that's a pointed statement there, which probably.
You know what? I never used my parachute until War in the Woods this year. I'm guilty of this. You know why most people don't use it? Well, at least why I didn't use it. Go ahead, Terry.
Because it fucking sucks to repack it.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It sucks to repack it every round. It's just another thing that needs to be done. You got to get out of the truck. And when you have a street truck like this white one behind us here, we don't like to pull the chute because we're lazy. And normally the brakes, shout out to TBM Brakes, still looking for sponsorship anytime. But the front brakes work great. We'd like a set of TBMs for the back would be helpful.
Sponsorship.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure there's better chutes, but for the one we have, I mean, it's minimum a 2-man job.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a 2-man job.
It's not you don't just stop at the end of the track and put your chute back in and keep rolling. I mean, you got to fully do work.
Well, it's just one more added thing. So I normally didn't use it, but now I've started using it a lot more. The truck's going a little bit faster this year, in mile an hour out back.
115, 116.
Yeah, 110-ish. And yeah, we started using the chute just out of practice. I'm not used to even hitting it, so I'm late on the chute normally. I pull it way past the line, and even at War in the Woods, didn't really help me. I ended up in the grass there for a bit, but I think that's probably part of the reason why people don't pull their chutes. I don't even know if this will fit on our screen. It might.
Click on it. You might have
Oh yeah. I need to remember why we started this. I agree 100%. Like I said, I think when you get down to it at the track, it's still family there. Like everyone's pretty much there to help each other. I've asked random people I don't even know. I might have seen them on YouTube or something, and I see they have a stacker or they have a toolbox or they have something, and we needed even at War in the Woods, I had to switch my oil pan and I needed a Sawzall to do some minor modifications to the truck. I ran down to Hustlin' Horsepower's trailer there, and he had a Sawzall and he lent it to me. I think a lot of people at the track are very helpful and family, and that's what it should be about. I mean, we fuck around and we grudge race, and I like poking things. Like we play around with Jimmy Dale and stuff like that, but I respect the guy. I have no problem with him. I think it brings more excitement to the events when you have grudge racing and you have people who are calling out other people. Even Brent there was doing the $500 call out. Remember when that came up on the feed? And I was like, that's sick.
The first day.
Yeah. He'll take anyone for $500 minimum. I love that grudge shit. I think we need to bring a lot more of that back to these events because it gets people fired up. I mean, locally, I used to call a lot of people out here, but then there's two sides to that coin. Then people also look at you like you're being a dick, like you're like all picking on people. But I don't look at it like that. I look at it more of entertainment value. Like we've been hyping this race with Jimmy Dale at KD. I don't really give a shit if we win or lose. I think it's just cool to go down first pair, get people hyped up for this race. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, he's on fire. He's the only one we're probably worried about.
Pretty much.
There's not going to be a lot of fast guys there, but if we're going to do it, let's go against the best. I mean,
well, yeah, and I think even in small tires, sometimes it's fun to just call out like somebody who's stupid fast that you really don't know, you don't have a chance with, but you'll get a pretty cool picture out of it. So I think we need to bring back grudge racing to no prep this year. That would be a lot of fun. I think we need to bring back those first round call outs because they're fun. Like, I don't know. It used to be quite a bit. You'd see first round call outs. Now I rarely see anyone call anyone out that just kind of just lame. It's boring.
They pulled his shoot. It didn't blossom.
And to answer for the people who are wondering about Brent's parachute.
Yeah, it didn't deploy.
I've had the same thing.
I've had
the parachute where I might have washed the truck a couple times, and then I pull shoot, and it just falls out like a lump of shit and just bounces down the track. Doesn't even open. So it's just a shitty thing that happens.
I think what Poland did there, and not that I'm glad that Brent had any issues, but when things like that happen and everybody kind of rallies, we've never been to an event with you, no matter how we did, went out first round or not, that wasn't a memory, like something we had a blast doing that we'll always remember. So no matter what happens on the racetrack, for the most part, I mean, there's some devastating shit that could happen, but nobody ever really talks about that either. I mean, we've been to events and went out first round, and that sounds horrible, but hey, we had the time of our lives. We might not have talked about a bunch of the racing because we went out so quick, but it was awesome. Nobody ever really comes back from that, though, going out first round and says that, hey, we had a blast. We're going to do it again next year. We sucked, but we're going to do it again because it was awesome. The people, the atmosphere, just being a part of it is what I think is important.
Alan, I agree 100%. Laziness, I agree. I'm not saying what I was saying is right or anyone should be lazy. We're truthful here. I'm just being honest why I didn't pull the chute, but now we're starting to pull the chute more often because even the chute, you need to deploy the chute once in a while just to keep it so that it does deploy, or else if you don't use it, what do they say? If you don't use it, you lose it.
I've never heard of that. But we also, to be honest, never had any issues stopping.
No.
Whether we weren't going fast enough or we had a big enough runoff in the events we were at, we never really had an issue. Once we had an issue once or twice, hey, it's time to throw the chute. There's no doubt. We personally just didn't really have a need for it. It was always on there, but
pulling always makes money.
Yeah.
Jimmy says a 60. What did he say? A 60 foot?
Yeah, you got to find a 60 foot first.
Yeah, I got to find
You
this.
got to Google it.
I got to Google a 60 foot first because of War in the Woods, that first pass. I just wanted to go A to B, and I knew the truck had enough out back to make it happen. It was a bad pass. I agree. Yeah, I think there's good drama, and I think there's bad drama. There's no, fuck right off.
Come here.
I think when it's friendly drama, like if you're grudge racing and you're calling someone out for a couple bucks, that's not something stupid because I'll fucking beat you. The grudge racing I don't like is when you very well know a guy doesn't have $20,000 and you're coming and you're going, okay, let's go first round, 20 grand. I'm like, okay, hold on a minute. No, don't have 20 grand. How about 200? Those kind of grudge races are a little much. I think that's when people start bullying people. But maybe, hey, if you have money and you can grudge race for 20 grand, fuck, that's awesome. I'm not one of those guys that can afford to drop that kind of money. 200, 500. That's 500 is normally pretty much my limit. The family. Yeah, I agree. I've met so many. I've even met Terry through racing pretty much. I've met a ton of good people through racing. A lot of friends I've had have been through racing because we all have the same passion, the same hobby. Like we're the same people, right? Most people that are at the racetrack or racers are 80%, 90% of the time good people. It's like anything in the human race. There's always going to be some shitbags that are mixed in, peppered in. But I think all in all, most race people are good people. It surprised me actually when I heard that people were stealing shit. Remember that post that came up and someone said that, oh no, they were adjusting people's shocks or something on their cars.
Oh,
to
in the
fuck
trailer
with the,
even.
yeah.
I did see that a couple.
That shocked me because I've never seen anyone fucking around with anyone's stuff. But then now it's put this thing in my head where when we're parked and stuff and people are just checking out my truck, I'm like kind of looking at them, see what they're up to. But I never used to do that. Like I didn't even think people would ever fucking have the balls to do that. I mean, you're looking to get your teeth knocked clean out your mouth. If you start going under someone's car and adjusting shocks and shit, that's fucked up. Allegedly.
That would be illegal.
So, yeah, racing's normally a great atmosphere most of the time. Like in the pits, I mean, people get heated. It is we're all men. We all have testosterone. We get heated sometimes over shit. Nobody likes losing. Some people are good winners. Some people are bad losers. Some people are good losers. Some people are bad winners. I mean,
Friday, Rob.
What night did you call Jimmy Dale out? I believe True Street is Friday. I think so. Don't hold me to it. I don't actually know the event. We call Jimmy Dale out in True Street. So whenever True Street's running, I think it's Friday. I think they're doing small tire. I don't really know. I'm talking out my ass right now. Last year was True Street was Friday and tailgate.
It's our guy from the North versus South. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that. A Mockley truck.
Yeah.
The truck guys are getting fired up. I like
they've
to
been
see that.
talking
I
a
can't
lot
wait
smack.
till I get back.
They've been talking a lot. Yeah.
I got to see what all this hype is about all these trucks.
Oh, we're slow. So.
Trucking. Yeah, we're the slowest. I'm just there to watch what they're doing.
Learning from the best.
What does he say here? Fun fact, I'll never take a call out or call anyone out in a cash days.
Cash days.
Like on the streets?
Why not?
Why not? What's wrong with that? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. It hyped us up.
Yeah,
like I said, I love grudge racing shit. Even if it's not stupid money, like $500, like he said, it's just cool that someone will take that call out because, you know, you're swinging the big dick then, as they call it. What? Mike, are yous?
Are you S? He's definitely S.
Suspect?
You're definitely sus. Are you saying
I don't know. Okay, hold on.
What the?
That better? Now it's backwards.
Is it
for us?
Well, for us, it is backwards. Yeah.
Not for them. There you go. Hopefully that made it better for you.
How do they know that?
Are you saying I'll fucking beat you?
You to Terry or Maxwell? I'll beat you to Terry or Maxwell. I suppose that depends where Terry or Maxwell is positioned at that point in time.
Beat? I'm confused. You guys are fucking me up tonight. I don't know if it's the alcohol or my brain, but I don't get it. We're going to be at KD in July 12th and 13th. July 13th is my birthday, so feel free to bring cakes and cupcakes.
You beat me to it. I was going to say big birthday bash.
Oh, yeah. 13th
Huge.
is going to be my birthday bash. Once we're done racing, we're going to be...
Yeah, that's actually why Katie's having the race is because
Oh,
it's for Mike's birthday.
That's why.
Yeah.
Want some more applesauce?
Nope, I'm good.
We're almost out. Need a new jug. This is a very manly jug, by the way.
Would you keep up with the comments?
Oh, sorry.
I've asked him a question, he's answered, and you're just dicking around.
Just during an event. Bad juju. Why is it bad juju? I think there's nothing wrong with calling someone out. Oh, maybe that's just a personal thing.
Yeah. Maybe he's had some bad luck with call outs. He wants to go his rounds first.
I think it also depends on how serious you take the call out. See, to me, like I said, if we call someone out and we lose, it sucks. Whatever. But it was still fun to get the hype going.
You wanted to race him anyway.
I wanted to race him anyway. So if I race him now or we race in the finals, it's going to be the same shit.
Yeah.
So why not just get it done and see what happens? Oh, God.
I feel like it's been so long since I've seen him.
Yeah, I haven't seen this guy in like, what?
2 hours?
Not even an hour? Thanks, man. I thought it was freaking. No problem.
Had a stroke or something. Oh.
Oh, look. Terry 2025, right after Trump. There's going to be Terry.
If you hashtag that in Instagram, it'll pop right up.
Weren't we talking about if we were president, what we'd do?
No.
Maybe not.
Maybe you guys were while I was fucking making dinner and you guys were in there hanging out doing nothing.
Who, me and Jeremy?
Yeah.
You chose to make dinner.
I had to. I don't want you to burn the steaks.
Joey, snow cone machines are always welcome at Immokalee for our races. You can set it up right by my trailer if you want.
Tacos, snow cones.
As long as we get free snow cones, you're more than welcome to have it.
Yeah.
We'll even pay for them. I don't even care. When it's hot.
Buy one, get one, maybe.
BOGO? Maybe a BOGO? We're down with the BOGO.
Yeah, for sure, though.
What's this guy, 50? 50 bucks?
50 bucks is 50 bucks.
Terry's doing a lot of things for 50 bucks.
50 bucks is 50 bucks.
How would you go about your local track not wanting to host new events because they are old timers? And oh, trust me, we went through this. Our local track was mostly bracket racing and didn't really want to get into the no prep. I think the only way to do it is to show or try to convince them to let you do one event and show them that you can do a really good event and that things can be.
Yeah. Start off small.
Start off small.
Ask them if you can have a little 10-car
Even
shootout.
like a Friday night shootout would be best.
Start off
something
small
like that.
And show them you got your shit together and bring a couple cars and have it run smooth and go from there.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of no prep stuff back then. They did mostly bracket stuff.
There were times where we said this ain't worth it.
Oh, yeah. And it takes a lot of work. People got to realize that not all your events are going to blow up. When we started doing no prep stuff, shit, there was one point where I was told Terry, I said, this is fucking stupid.
We ain't doing it.
We ain't doing this no more. There were like 4 cars that showed up. I'm like, what are we doing? I've wasted like weeks of my time organizing all this stuff. And it's a lot of work. I mean, if people think that promoting is just easy, that you go on Facebook and put a couple posts up, it's a hell of a lot more involved than that. I mean, I spend normally the last 2 weeks coming up to an event, I'm on my phone every day. People are calling. I'm answering questions on Messenger, sending out rules. then sending out the same rules again
To the same person.
to the same person, and then maybe a third time just to confirm that we're on the same page. And then they'll ask me, what size is the tire and small tire? Said I sent it in the first 3 sets of rules.
Like copy, you got to cut, clip, and then just paste
Zoom in.
specific things.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Start off with a shootout, though.
There you go, Bob Rice. But yeah, I would start out with just a Friday night shootout. Do like a 10, 15 car shootout. Just ask them not to prep the track or whatever. Once the glue after, I don't know. I'm not sure your exact how your track does things, but do it on like a test and tune night and say, hey, do you mind if for half the test and tune we can take over and do a little shootout? I mean, we have that in Florida. Mike Kurtz there does his shenanigans shootouts. They're awesome.
Yep.
I think it's great. It's a fun little thing for Friday nights just to get a few guys together. It's normally what, 10 cars, 10 cars?
Yeah, they're going to be there anyway, usually. So
yeah, they put $50 in and they do these little shootouts, and it's awesome. And then we do our bigger events, and you know, that's a little more money and stuff like that, a little more formal, and both work very well. And maybe 2 events per year. Like I said, you just got to get in with the track and prove yourself, I think, is the biggest thing. I mean, any track is always looking at ways to make money. So if you can get in there and they give you a chance to try something new, then just try to do the best you can to do it properly so you don't make a fool of yourself. First round losers race. Honestly, I prefer this is
easy.
This is where
that depends on your track, I think. Your group of guys.
Not really. What do I prefer? I would prefer a second round, second chance race over anything else. Problem being is, depending on your car count sometimes, if you only have 8 cars in one class and they're doing second chance, second round race, there's an option of 4 cars at that point.
You let them buy back in.
Yeah, we'll normally do first round buybacks for that reason because there's just no cars. You can't, but if I were to prefer a way, I would definitely do second round, second chance races. I think are awesome.
Yeah.
Because that way you get the people who are in first round and second round who've been eliminated to buy back in, which gives you double the opportunity for car count on that second chance race and can be just as good as the first. Because you never know. I mean, guys screw up shit all the time or something didn't, they forgot to turn on the night. I've been guilty of not turning on the CO2. I've been guilty of leaving dump valves open for a full pass. I mean, shit happens first. It may not be that your car was slow. It's just, first round jitters even. You forget things. Like, I've done all kinds of shit. I've gone into first round and done multiple mistakes just because I'm dumb.
You're betting 500 Canadian. It's only $365 US.
I'm not asking my 500 for your 500 US. I'm just saying 500 Canadian for 500 Canadian, 365 US for 365. But yes, you're right. Terry's living the dream up here.
I got this weird money in my pocket. It's ridiculous. Colorful.
Not only that, every time this guy uses his Visa, the bill will be $100. He's like, oh, it's $100. Then your money's green too. Like that money's green. Oh,
I don't have.
Maybe you don't have purple money.
I don't have any purple ones. I don't have any blue ones.
That's true.
What is happening right now? Well, if you go to the store and you purchase something and your change is $5.67, I expect a 5 back and 67 cents. Hey, I end up with a handful of change. No bills, no, just
toonies and loonies.
Quarters, whatever they're called, toonies, loonies. I'm thrown off every time I go and get change, and there's no actual dollars back.
Those are toonies, $2 coins. Yes, we don't have $1 bills or $2 bills. It's all coins. We have $1 coins.
$4.55 back. You're not getting any dollars.
My point was, every time you buy dinner, it's 100 Canadian and it's like $70 US. So you're on the winning end when you come up here.
Not a big deal for me.
Here.
What? Has Terry been trying to rub lotion on Billy?
He offered the skin off his ass. Is this true?
Who said that? Sons of bitches.
Yeah, Canadian money is plastic. It's polymer money. So the money itself is plastic. It says it's unrippable, but if it gets the slightest tear in it, it just comes apart. So it's actually very rippable.
Weird.
It is weird. This hat's very white today. Me and Chris Landon here are the only two guys on the table that have hair. Facts. What else did we have on our list of things to talk about? Oh, a message from our sponsor. That's a good mattress. I'm glad they jumped on board as a sponsor.
Did he say he was going 6 or 8 rounds?
He was pounding that pizza dough.
That's more rounds than you've ever gone at an event.
No one pounds the pizza dough like you do, Terry.
Sorry, Mike. You should have just stayed logged off.
Yeah.
Yes, Scott, I make dinner because Mike, he doesn't have any food in the house. Let's just start there. He had no salt. He had no olive oil. I didn't tell him that. He ran out. But we had to borrow salt from the neighbor. That is honest to God the truth. We had to make a phone call and get salt from the neighbor.
Country living. Cup of sugar. You never heard that? You borrow from your neighbors?
I can't make this up.
That's true. How's the Jeep coming? The Jeep is exactly as it was before.
I love the Jeep, by the way. I've seen it in person now. I've sat in it.
Yeah.
It leaks water.
Speaking of which, what's very awkward, I was looking for Terry and he's sitting in my Jeep pretending he's driving it.
Big news coming with the Jeep, though.
Oh, yeah. We have big plans, and I am allotting a lot of parts towards the Jeep. I just haven't had a chance to start anything on the Jeep. That's probably going to be a 2025 project. I just got to keep collecting parts. So slowly, I'm allotting different parts for that project. It will be badass.
Drag and drive. We're not ruling it out yet. That's my.
Does the Border Patrol mess with Americans like they do? I don't know. Do they mess with? No, last time we went through.
Yeah, when I drove my truck back, it was super easy. I gave him my passports. I was actually not even. I was driving Mike's truck, his trailer, with my truck on the trailer, and I said all that when I pulled up. Hey, I'm driving all this guy's stuff. Here's my passport, and he actually didn't say a word to me. He looked at my kid, who I had co-piloting with me, and said, "Hey, where are you going?" She said, "We're heading home." He said, "Where do you live?" She said, "Florida." And he said, "Hey, see you guys later."
There is still an issue, though, with the Michigan border. There's been multiple now reports that there is definitely something up over there with race cars and them not wanting to let anything that's race related through the border without these EPA forms or some shit. So myself, I'm lucky. I'm very close to New York. So we've just been crossing through New York. I'm not even going to fuck with Michigan. Yeah, I don't want those headaches. I'm not going to deal with that. So we won't be at any PYOPs this year in Detroit because it doesn't make sense to go through all the way through around. It's adding so much extra time. Certain events I'm willing, like War in the Woods, we went through New York. I'm willing to make the extra. The other reason for that is we pass right by Summit, and I always like to go to Summit.
No, you always need parts from
Well,
Summit.
that too. I always need parts. So, but there's definitely something with Michigan and the border still. So we're keeping an eye on that. But for now, we got to certain stuff we just can't go to. And definitely not a Coyote swap in the Jeep. It's full-blown Gen 3 Hemi.
That's the little cart one, right? The guy that's got the front and rear cut off.
Ray's got the GT500, half a GT500.
It's half. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the border news we have here. Our next event will be KD Dragway. Terry will be there in person, like I said, signing autographs, babies. We will have merch, a full bin of merch, but that's all we're bringing. So whenever that bin's empty, that's all we got. I only got so much room I can bring stuff. The website's up and running, full blast. We have our Maxwell t-shirt package with free shipping. Terry's got one of the shirts on. We have the Maxwell shirts in a package, $100 Canadian. Remember, all our prices on the website are in Canadian, so everyone in the US of A, you definitely get a hell of a discount when buying stuff from up here. It's all free shipping for the packages. So if anyone will have this package on sale for $100 Canadian up until July 4th for a thank you and July 4th weekend deal. Is that slow white truck back there? Yep, the slow white truck's behind us here. It's extra slow this year. We also have something big coming with the truck where we can't reveal it yet, but it's going to be pretty cool. We have something going on with that. That'll be on, I don't know. I think we need a couple weeks still. Thanks for the amble. Yeah, Dalton, like I said, man, just go out, reach out to them. Like I said, start small and see if you can get your foot in the door. If you can get your foot in the door, from there, just try to grow it a little bit bigger. Show them that, you know, there's a following. If you can get people to come out and watch stuff, no track owner will refuse to make money if you're doing a good job. I mean, just try to stay organized, do the best you can. That's the advice I'd give. That's all we've ever done is just try to be straight up, forward. Like, we don't hide shit. We don't fuck around. We just tell people how it is. You either like it or you don't. It is what it is. But we don't sugarcoat shit, as they say. Hey, big fella.
What's up, Jose? I'm still working here.
This guy too.
Yeah. Look at that thing.
That's a nice.
That's like a retirement car right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I saw the Dakota they're doing. That's pretty cool. Yep. The old school Dakota too.
The square one.
I'm a fan of Dakotas. I have 2 Dakota RTs. They're slow as all hell. Probably one of the biggest upsets of a vehicle ever produced, I would say. When I was younger, I had a S10, like the one behind me here. 4.3 liter Vortec 5-speed manual.
Chirping gears.
Extreme edition with the skirt package.
With the Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah, with the Mickey Mouse ears.
That's the first mod you do.
And I saw those Dakota RTs come out, and I was like, oh my God, they put a 5.9 V8
360.
Yeah, in a small pickup. Yeah. And I was so pumped, and I went and I bought one, and I swear my 4.3 Vortec would walk that thing. Yeah.
No. They might have had overheating issues.
The 5.2 liter manual was actually more fun because you could do longer burnouts with it.
Sure.
The 5.9 is the biggest gas guzzling dog boat anchor ever to be designed, but the trucks still look badass. So nice. It's definitely, yeah, that was the biggest upset of a giant V8 in a small truck in a lifetime. Turbos are in the wrong place.
Which one?
It's always a shit show here, man. We're just on here to talk shit with you guys. We don't really care. We give you what we think about things. You can agree, disagree. Doesn't really matter. We're just here to hang out on Sundays because we had nothing better to do on Sunday. So we started this. And I just talk shit with Terry anyway on Sunday. So now we just include you guys.
Like my 1-year anniversary, by the way.
Oh, it is. Yeah. When we started this, you were sitting here.
Yeah.
And now he's back 1 year later. So we survived a year of the shit show. Thank you guys all for who come out here and listen to us 2 idiots talk. Because really, we don't know anything. Yeah, see, even Rob knows. Shittiest V8.
Fucking Rob.
Those are boat anchors. All the old Dodge motors, the 4.7. Yeah, it was a 4.7, a 5.2. Was there 5.2? I feel like there was 5.2. And the 5.9, straight to the bottom of the lake.
I got one of those in your shop next door.
Come down and run jet skis with us now. We're a little bit far away from you currently.
I mean,
we're in the Great White North.
I'll be back in a week.
Terry can come and ride jet skis with you. Oh yeah. See, I like it. I always wanted to get another S10, and now I have one. The S10 was the very first pickup truck I ever bought. My dad took me to the dealership. Funny story. My dad took me to this dealership locally here. I was 18 at that time. Before my S10, I went out and bought an 88 Sunbird manual with the pop-up headlights it had on it, and one of them would pop up and the other one was fucked up, so it looked like a GIMP, like all fucked up thing. So I took a roller and I painted blue racing stripes down it. I taped them off before you get mad. But I went to Home Depot and I got blue paint and I got a roller and I taped the sides and I put these racing stripes down this 88 Sunbird. Took it to get it safetied, and the mechanic told me that the car was built out of 15 other vehicles. It had like Honda front, sway bar links. Anyway, car was completely uncertifiable, so we ended up using it as a rally car in the forest behind my parents' house. But my dad took me to get a brand new S10. At that time, I worked landscaping, so I was making decent money. And he said, all I'm going to do is co-sign you. The first truck we looked at was a 98 SS Sonoma. Remember they had the SS with the SS badge? The fucking used car dealer pulls the truck out of the dealership. My dad and I are standing there, and my dad's a pretty serious guy. And this guy just does the longest burnout right down the fucking street with it. And my dad goes, okay, get in the fucking truck. We're out of here. And I was like, oh, I love that truck. Salesman fucking boned me on that deal. He goes, I am not buying a truck off a guy who just did a fucking burnout with it all the way up the street. So we ended up going to another dealership, and I bought a 99 S10 Extreme, and I love that truck. That was my baby. It was $423 a month, I think, for a fucking long time.
Forever.
Yeah, until I was like in my early 20s, but I love that truck. So I'm happy that I have another S10. I don't know if I'll ever sell this one. It may
You can't afford to sell this one.
I can't afford to sell it for one. I don't think I would. I think I'd just keep it.
Retire
Maybe give it to my son or something one day.
Style blower
Yeah.
above the roof.
Oh, yes. Definitely. If we're out of no prep racing, all this turbo, all this shit out of this, I don't give a shit about any of that. We are going big twin screw, like pro mod blower. I want a truck when I try to turn the corner, it starts chirping the tires because then it barely stops. That's the goal with that.
Can't wait.
So there's a little backstory. It wasn't anything perverted like stepping on things or any weird hotel stories.
Is it the 4th today?
Yes, I have followed that stick shift S10. It is very impressive.
Fastest one right now?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
4th of July for Terry. This weekend is actually Canada Day here for us locals.
Similar.
We're going to be popping some fireworks off tomorrow night. We spent a shit ton of money on fireworks here.
He made me. We went to some kind of stranger danger touchy trailer thing, like a metal container trailer that was dropped off in a parking lot. Hey. You couldn't even see what you were buying. It was a piece of paper taped to the wall, and it said, $300. You get one of these, one of these, one of these. And you had to tell the guy, hey, I want that piece of paper one. And then he would go and get it all ready for you. It was pretty shady. It's way too much money.
How much did you pay him to touch your PB?
Free, no charge. If you got the package number 2 that was on the wall, that was one of the things. Mike paid extra.
I did. Oh, my God.
Don't.
Hold on.
You're not. There's no fan submission.
Oh, there's a fan submission that we're gonna have to open here.
It was like an ammo crate. Yes, it's similar to that. If you spent X amount of dollars, it actually came in one of those nice black toes, the yellow top that locks down there. What was that?
Hold on.
Oh, who sent that? I need names. It's 2024. Names or it didn't happen.
Oh, how do I do this now?
I don't know what you're agreeing to right now, but you're getting ready to show something you don't want to see. Fuck. I hate every one of you.
Getting a hoodie from a middle-aged man, possibly in a hole.
All right, give me who sent that?
I can't tell you. That was a fan submission.
Could they see that?
I don't know. Could you see that?
I don't even think that. I hope they couldn't see that.
They must have seen that. Hold on. Did you guys get to see what I just put up? Oh yeah.
Fuck.
I think they got to see it.
That's all made up.
Oh my god. That was a fan submission. I don't know who sent it, but let's see what else I got on my phone.
What's that saying? It's too late for this.
Oh boy. Anyway, how long's it been? Oh, almost 2 hours. That's plenty. People got to go to work tomorrow. Not these two people, but certain people
Not
do.
tonight, at least.
Not tonight. So I feel like.
What is that? Why does it say Terry at the mall?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Terry. I
gotta
forgot
go.
about that.
I gotta go through these better.
Yeah, I took Terry to a local mall here in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, honey, there's that dress I love. Can you hold this?
Yes. Yes, I will, hon. Hold you.
Welcome to the Society of Uncompromising Men. Welcome.
Finally. I wasn't the butt of the joke there.
I feel like we should end the show with the intro of the beginning of the show.
Yeah, that shit was good. That was ridiculous, actually.
For anybody who missed it, I think that's how we're going to leave Terry alone. He's a good guy, Terry.
I'm the nice one.
He's the nice one. I'm the dick.
Yeah.
Well, in case you guys missed it today, this was a fan favorite when we started the show. So we'll play it one more time, and then we're going to say our good nights to everybody. Oh, God.
Where is he? Terry!
It's fine. I was only in the bushes like 5 or 6 feet, and luckily a tree stopped me, so I probably would have been further in the bushes, but this nice tree got in my way.
You ran into the tree?
Ran right into the
What? Wait a minute. You saw him go to the tree?
Let me ask a question. This guy, we get to the last jump. I'm like, oh, I'm letting off a little bit to give him room to go over the hump. He holds it fucking and went right off the top of like Super Dave. Except
It's like 3 feet air crooked. It goes flying off the jump sideways.
So when I landed, I was in the grass already. I mean, there was I couldn't come back off of it.
Oh my god.
I just had to put her in the tree.
I'm like, what's this guy doing? Full blast. Fucking it. Send it.
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. Wherever I go, he goes. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. I'll teach him everything that I know. My buddy and me, like the climb up a tree. My buddy and me, we're the best friends we could be. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me.
I go here, you know?
It's better the second time.
It was painful. I mean, I'm black and blue from the leg to you know where.
Oh. Terry is a wild man. That is for sure.
I was way up in the air.
If you want to have a good time, you invite this guy. That's for sure.
I loaded that little 50 up. I got as far in the air as I could.
Oh my god. All right. Anyway, we'll end on a high note.
This shit was high. You just let me do it too. I swear to God, he told me just don't lift, just go in there.
Oh,
Send it.
Oh my god.
Don't trust that guy. Yeah.
We do. That's for sure. Oh, fuck. All right, everybody. Thank you, guys. We love seeing you guys. Thank you for coming out and joining us on Sunday. Good seeing everybody. I hope you guys have a great week. Stay healthy, all that other stuff. Happy 4th of July. We'll see you. Terry might be a special guest this week on the table.
Happy Canada Day.
He'll be lingering behind me. Happy Canada Day to all our Canadian viewers today. Hope everyone's having a good long weekend. Bring the 50s to KD to race down the hill.
I would not do that.
Terry will probably kill himself. Maybe if we put him in leathers and a motorcycle helmet, he'll be good. Yeah, we'll save you some Maxwell gear. Come on, Terry.
You guys have fucking egged this on, not me.
Oh. Anyway, hope you guys all have a great week. We'll see you on the table Tuesday night. And we will see some of you at KD July 12th and 13th. And what the fuck are you writing? Oh,
I'm
sure.
writing down my shirt orders here. I want to
Very,
make sure
very.
if they show up, I want to make sure.
If you'd like to come and get a picture with Terry at KD, only charges $2 a picture.
Free,
and
no
they'll sign
charge.
the back. Free, no charge?
Free, no
what
charge.
a
Handshakes
Terry's,
and
Terry's a
fist
man of the
bumps and
people.
whatever you want.
So everybody have a great night, and we'll see you at the next one.
See ya.
Peace.